You know, one day I hope I can use AV1. I never figured out why I couldn't. Still don't know if it's an OBS issue or if it's... I don't know. Dude, my coworkers need to stop texting me. Please. Two years ago today, I got a Pixel 8 Pro. Thanks, Snapchat. Dude, it was so crazy. I completely forgot that I had a Pixel 9 Pro. I just it was erased from my memory, which is insane. I was like, yeah, I had the 6, I had the I had the 7, I had the 8. I just completely forgot about the 9. Just completely forgot about it. Forgettable phone. 4 years ago, the MW3 series. 5 years ago. Snapchat. Oh shit, wait, hold up. I just realized that I never, hold on. So, what is it called? Wagon R update. This guy seems to think this is the cleanest car in the world. I don't know if I agree with that. Probably not. Can I full screen this? Oh, watch this. Boom. Get Firefoxed. This is kind of distracting. There we go. So, okay. The rundown of this car is that it's pretty cosmetically rough. Rougher than I thought. I knew when I saw the auction sheet that it was gonna be rough, but it is pretty rough. It's hard to tell because it's such a compressed video. But that's probably one of the bigger scratches or dents. Scratch, dent, strint. Tires are slightly old, not really all too worried about that. Apparently these 255, whatever these are, that you can get them easy in the US. Order them on eBay. Yeah, basically all of this stuff, I don't know. I mean, I'll never know, right? But I really don't understand how this car was only driven 35,000 kilometers and it got so scuffed and scratched up. That is kind of crazy to me. I don't really understand. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of everywhere. But you know, it is what it is. This is pretty bad. This might be hard to see through YouTube compression, but dog, what? It almost looks like a dog scratched the paint, but if a dog was scratching it, they'd be vertical, not horizontal. I don't know what happened. By the way, the caption he sent on this was clean AF. I don't know if I'd say that. I don't know if I'd go that far, man. I'd say I'm happy with the price I paid. I don't know if I'd go clean AF. But yeah, it starts right up. Seems to be, I don't know. I don't know how much ticking on the K6A is normal, but it is a time. It isn't, you know, a 25-year-old timing chain little vibrating 3 cylinders. So I guess I shouldn't be super surprised. That's another thing that does suck is the AC blows moderately cold. But usually when it blows moderately cold like that, I was actually initially really worried about that. But it's usually just the seals, the Schrader valves for the high and the low line, and then the little O-rings. Usually you replace those and it's fine. You give it a recharge and you're good to go. And that's all standard stuff, so. Is it R134A? I think that's the current, or is that the old one? Yeah, because R12 is the old one, I think. So it's yeah, I don't have to convert it or anything, which is nice. It does have a lot of nice features. Like imagine you pull up and you're like, yeah, I got the folding mirrors. What about it? Like that's kind of baller. These are apparently actually aftermarket wheels. They look really similar to the stock wheels, but I don't like them, so I would like to get this changed if possible. So I was thinking maybe get it wrapped eventually, maybe. I don't know. I'll probably not do that. Honestly, that's more like a just sort of like a, oh, wouldn't that be cool, you know, type thing. But it is a good wrap candidate because, you know, I don't know. I think it's a good wrap candidate. I will definitely need to fill some dents and stuff like that. Get some Bondo. Definitely get the sander out because yeah, there's a lot of like weirdness and touch-up paint it looks like going on, so I mean this looks pretty clean. He didn't give me any pictures underneath, but based on my professional Michigan rust experience, if there's no rust on like bolts like this and like hose clamps, it's not rusty underneath. I say it's just a rusty bolt right there. But like, yeah, I mean all of this stuff, like even on a brand new car, like it rusts so quick. Especially on a vehicle without an under tray, which you can see does not have an under tray. Hero Rev. Or not. Alright, I used to know. You know what's so funny too is so I was looking at intakes because I don't just want to stick a cone filter on this. I'd really rather have an intake, like an actual little, you know, pipe, and then maybe I could retain the little intake box that goes from the bumper, or intake duct, I should say. I guess you could do that anyways, but anyways, this pipe I have not seen anywhere. Like there's one that goes sort of like this and straight over the valve, this cap here, or it goes like straight. There's another one that has like a little flat spot, right? I don't know. This one looks different. It's so weird. All the like tiny, itty bitty, tiny little differences. Yes, I know. I am aware that it's 4W drive. 4W. I just combined like the Japanese way of saying whatever. Anyways, I was like 4WD, and I was like 4 wheel. I'm missing a doily though, dude. How could I? I do like the Wagon R books though. That's crazy. Yes, I know. It has. It looks pretty clean on the inside. It doesn't look too bad. Which you'd expect, unless it was like crazy bad. Yes. Also, by the way, he does not have shoes on. This guy's goofy as fuck, bro. Power windows all the way around, and they actually sound like, you know how you can tell when you on a car with like tired window motors, you know, you go and click it, like, it really, the sort of whirring of the motor sounds slow. That sounds nice and fast. So that's cool. They do not want to replace no window regulator. Why can I not pop out? Hello? This video is even lower res. I think it's because it's not downloaded. Yeah, look, okay, car. A car. The only thing is that number one, I don't really know. I don't. Number one, okay. There's a couple things actually. I need an exhaust. I cannot describe to you how much an exhaust is absolutely necessary. To me, there's like literally no point in buying this vehicle if it does not have an exhaust. Because 3 cylinders, I really like the way 3 cylinders sound. Because it's just half a V6, so it's kind of on that same frequency. They sound really good. Especially these turbo ones, they actually kind of sound nasty. They get nasty with it, okay? Because you actually, it's so funny. Depending on the exhaust, you get like sort of that turbo spoolie sound in the exhaust, which is just so funny on a tiny 660cc car. Very funny. I don't know though. There seems to be quite the variance in the exhausts, and I'm not sure. That is the thing. Unfortunately. Not entirely sure about that. So what I might do maybe is I don't know. I might just try and see if I can go to an exhaust shop and say like, hey, can you just like cut the muffler off? Thanks. And, you know, they can do that. But I also just kind of want an exhaust anyways, like, because this tip I think is a little restrictive and I think it might sound bad. I don't know. I actually haven't heard too many of these 3 cylinders that, like these K cars that are too raspy. It's not like a Civic, you know, where if you kind of don't get the right combination of of exhaust, it sounds very just tin can like, you know. So I guess we'll see. I will probably end up buying an exhaust and then paying like $10 billion in shipping and like $10 trillion in tariffs. Sure by then. Dude, you know what's gonna be so funny? When I get completely screwed by tariffs And like right as the car gets to the port, it's like, oh, by the way, there's like a 50% tariff on everything from Japan. I would be so pissed because right now there's literally nothing. I would be so fucking pissed. And I mentioned this. Oh no, actually I didn't. Okay, I figured this out. So there's the MC11S, and then there's the MC21S. The 22S and the 12S, respectively, are both the all-wheel drive variants. So technically, I have a 2. But what happened with specifically the Wagon R double R models is there was no standard chassis code for those cars. Some of them were MC11 models, some were MC21 models. Basically, just depending on the batch and depending how they were feeling that day, they literally just like, make that one an MC11S. Because what it's supposed to be like is 11 is supposed to be NA, 20 is supposed to be turbo, and that is true. But if you get the double R, that all goes out the window. So it's very difficult because chassis codes are so important when looking for Japanese parts because that's just what everyone calls the car by. Like literally, if you want to buy any type of parts or look up any type of YouTube video and you just type in Suzuki Wagon R double R in Japanese, even nothing will come up. Like you'll get the brand new ones, if anything. So it's really stupid because it's like I have to cycle between these like 4 different chassis codes because they just don't mean anything. I wish I could get a bumper. That would actually be kind of cool. Yeah, see, you see how this is 11S and yeah, that's stupid. Oh, this one's fucked up. What the hell? Oh, this is brand new. It's not. That's so cheap. Even shipping isn't bad. But that's for kokunai, domestic. Like, look, you have a bunch of different exhausts. That's not even for my car. But yeah, there's a ton of different things here. Actually, this one is kind of the most like one that I've seen. Cause okay, here let me do something. So here's the problem, right? So okay, number one, you see what I mean about this intercooler piping being different? Like it almost seems like the engine was further this way and this was like over down here. I don't know, it's very strange. Even though there's literally a 1-year difference and it's supposed to be the same model. It's very strange and like the dipstick's in a slightly different like it's very weird. Anyways. So look at this exhaust. So here's the exhaust, right? This is usually where people put a bolt on like a I guess axle back. It's not really axle back, but that's what you sort of classify it as 'cause it's not a cat back. Is right here. But do you see how this goes sort of like up into the muffler and then it has to go over the rear suspension and then out the back. So that's why I'm a little confused. I guess No, see, because it has to, because if this flange is messed up, then it's not gonna fit, and that's when I saw in a different video. Actually, the guy that's selling me the car, he had one of these before, and when he was putting on exhaust, it didn't want to seal properly right here. So I'm a little bit worried that that will also happen to me. But actually, this one looks pretty good, actually, because it's got that same sort of curve for the flange. And I mean, I don't know. This curve looks so extreme to get over this. Yeah, like, look at that. That looks like it's crazy. So it's almost like there's no way that that's gonna fit, right? I don't know, man. I don't know. So I'm honestly gonna give the percentage chance that any exhaust I buy actually fits, like a fucking 20% chance. But I mean, they can. I don't know. It's gonna suck, but an exhaust shop can cut and weld. It'll be fine. It's like $160. Obviously, for shipping, it'll probably be another $160, but not too terrible. So that's why I'm just like, I don't know, man. Should I just have? I think honestly, maybe the move would be to try and like just go to a couple of exhaust shops first and say like, hey, do you think you could make an exhaust real quick out of this? Like, what diameter is this though? Because that's what I'm concerned about. I'm concerned about the diameter of this piping. So 46 millimeters, 46 point, just do 46. No, I'm not. Oh my god. So it's like 1.8 inches. I guess that this is the same, right? So I guess when I get the car, I can measure that. And because that's the only thing. I don't know if like these having larger exhaust, like piping diameter, is gonna make a difference. Because if it does, then I'm not gonna wanna like I don't wanna, you know, have that difference. Did I already click on this one? No. So see, look, they all look so different. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, they really just ripped these off. I just don't see how this is going to fit. There's like no shot, dude. I gotta rewatch that video actually. Hold on. Way before the fame Wagon R. Okay, so this was the non-turbo one that he put the exhaust on.
In the upcoming videos, like I mentioned, I want to get the fog lights on here, so that should be coming very soon. I want to paint the valve cover, and I've never wrapped a car my whole life, and I feel like this.
Oh, hold up. No, go back.
So this is different. This is actually way different than mine. Because, well, I'm assuming, who knows? Because it could be, oops, I just yanked my phone. Because who knows? Like, this doesn't have the sort of slight upward curve at this flange.
I didn't realize how easy it was to install.
This is just straight out. But actually, I almost wonder because this didn't quite fit. Yeah, so I almost wonder if he needed the.
Cause that, I don't know.
I mean, maybe it won't. It's a little better now. I'm not gonna lie. No, it's much. I mean, it's gonna have a small leak. But
Damn, this shit is.
it's huge, no? I'll show you guys what it sounds like.
Yeah, and see this one. So this is kind of the sort of like bolt-on exhaust tip style. Does he give me a picture of the exhaust before he does it?
A lot better. And then third,
Yeah, this is basically just. Well, I don't know. I don't know. See, it's like so weird. I guess the only thing I can really do is just get, jack the car up, like kind of look at for one that.
01 exhaust from Japan. Shout out to All Things JDM for getting me this. I think this should be a nice little upgrade from the.
Yeah, cause see, this looks almost
It looks pretty clean though.
the same. It's the same. It goes over this sort of over the solid rear axle and then out. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just tripping. Maybe these all fit perfectly. But I don't think I want. I don't know. I don't know how loud these are. I don't know. I don't know. That's not the right one. I'm so confused. See, like, how is this supposed to fit? Like, I would 100% just get this, but it's like, bro, there's no way that this fits. It's just not possible. It's like, what? I don't even get what I'm looking at. Also, there's no way it's compatible with all of these. But like, I mean, the upside is that if you bought something like this, I mean, that would be pretty easy, like a good scenario for an exhaust shop to just like cut, weld, You can get these for pretty cheap, actually. I'm kind of scared of getting a cheap one. Also, this one's fucked. It's not that fucked, but it's kind of like fucked. I gotta try and find some Japanese YouTube videos on it. I did not look up all this shit. I definitely looked up Cecilia Immergreen. What is Reed Timmer? I did not look up Seth Meyers Taylor Swift. Who are these people? Anyways. If I could please switch languages, thank you. It's like I don't even know what I should. I should just search like MC11S. I don't know how to spell exhaust. I don't know how. Hold on. Or it'd be muffler. Oops. I don't know if that's how you. Oh. My bad. The worst exhaust video of all time. They sound nasty. Hold up, here's a guy that actually kind of moves the camera. SS321. Oh, I don't know. Okay, I don't know what that is. So see, he's got... Man. And not a single video of installing it. Wait, hold up. Let me cook. MH21S. I think that's a later version. Is it not? $720p. Bitbox. Boxbit. So wait, okay, hold up. What does this one actually look like? Does he show me? Kinda. Yeah, so this was one of the ones that just, it looks more straight than... Shit. Period and comma. Yeah, so this, hold up, matching. So this is literally this. Yes. That is, yes, see. Yes. Hey. Ain't no way this guy's frog, man. But MH21S is not the same car as the next generation. But I don't know, they might not have changed it. This says MC22. Whoops. Damn, bro. Oh, yes. His goes up. It's got the flange that goes up. I wonder what happens if you cut the cat off on this. I'm really curious. Yes, heavy exhaust, yes. You need all the weight savings, yes. Oh, this makes so much more sense now. This makes so much more sense. It just goes under. Wow. Who would have thought? That makes so much more sense. Because I was like, dude, there's no shot. Isn't that really low though? I think that's really low. I mean, that's why I saw scratches and dents on the other one for sure, but... I mean, small price to pay for cheap, nice sounding... That's really low, bro. It does sound nice, though. I mean, you might have to, like, get smaller exhaust hangers to try and pull it up. Yeah, maybe I just go for one of these then, instead of the, like, They're probably easier to install anyways. That's really low, dude. I just realized the car's on the ground. That's like really low. It just looks nice, but like, I don't know how I feel about this. I mean, you're like at the bottom of the brake rotor, basically. It's crazy. I don't know, maybe it wouldn't. I don't know. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Literally like bottom of the brake rotor. If your car's even a little low, like, I don't know. Okay, well that is interesting.
はい、皆さんお疲れ様です。カーエルです。喜んでる場合か。よいしょ。ほら取れた。
もう最後な。
最後。
もう最後な。
おう。
いいよこれせー。どれ？
ここ。これ。
あちゃちゃ。
これね。
Terrible camera.
マフラーハンガーをつけていきますよと。で、これね、マフラー重たくなるから、このゴム、強化品に変えてもいいんかもな。
I don't know what a 強化品 is.
強化品。
硬いやつね。ならこれやばいし、たわむし。だから強化品にするとそれがないから。
She also seemed like she didn't know what 強化品 is.
こう引っ
So.
提げて。で、ここにボルトでこう止めると。
Okay. Well, there you go. There's the mystery of these exhausts that look like they're not going to fit. It's because they don't fit like the stock ones. They go under instead of over. You can get these for really cheap though. Although I will say, yeah, look at this. These have been really scraping. Yeah, because it's like, what is the point in a car that revs to 8,000 RPM if you're not gonna get funny with it? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'd probably get something like this, something a little nicer and a little newer. Yeah, okay, this makes way more sense. So yeah, this is because that first flange goes up, and then you just, you know, it's only $100. It's not even $100. It's literally like $50. Literally like $50. And shipping is cheap. So I don't know how I would ship this. I don't know if I would. Honestly, because there's many different ways, okay, that you can do these. So number one, you can use something like UpGarage and ship it direct from them. You could buy it off Yahoo Auction and ship it to a company like Tenso and then have it shipped to you. Or you could go through like my importer guy, or like All Things JDM, which is also just another importer guy, and have them ship it to you. But I don't know which one would be yep, those are the only two countries that, yep. Okay, I guess the United States doesn't exist. My bad. Okay, really? Next you're gonna tell me Michigan doesn't exist. Oh, yeah. Do you see what I'm talking about? Oh my god. And everything's all messed up, man, because it's like the stupid fucking tariffs. That's honestly what it is. I literally got an email yesterday. It's the de minimis rule that has been removed. Dude, it's so bad. I'm so glad my fucking coworker stops. He still sucks Trump's dick, but I've noticed he's gotten a lot quieter about it. Because I think even he started to fucking realize, like, bro, what's bro doing over there? I know he doesn't know the half of it, but seriously. Like the fact that I can't even get stuff shipped at all. Like, forget the tariffs, bro. Like, it's just done. Literally, I want to read this email. I actually want to read this email. Geek Jack. Okay. It's for Hololive merch. Whoops. Okay. Due to the suspension of de minimis tax exemptions in the United States, Japan Post has announced a temporary suspension of shipments to the U.S. effective August 27th. This has literally been going on for so long. This will affect orders from GeekJack that replace EMS airmail. The period of suspension is undetermined at this stage. In the meantime, wish for your order to be shipped to DHL, please contact customer support. Yeah, it's like, dude. It's so annoying. It's so annoying. Here's the second email. Please be aware that, as for a previous notification, the U.S. government announced termination of de minimis treatment for all countries, including the mail to the United States. Yes, temporary suspension. Therefore, even though your order is ready for shipment, we are currently unable to ship it using this shipping method you selected. The major reason for the suspension is the lack of clear guidelines for unnecessary procedure. This means that once the guidelines are established and feasible to implement, the service should resume. The crazy thing is, right, I literally saw this a couple days ago as well, is that UPS is literally like throwing away packages. Because they're like, dude, we literally don't know what to do with them. Because they just got rid of the how do you say this? Pronunciation. Latin, of course.
You are looking at Julie, how to pronounce correctly this legal doctrine from Latin. The Latin pronunciation is as de minimis, meaning
Minimis. Whatever. De minimis treatment for all countries. Yeah. So they got rid of the de minimis, and yeah, they just like, oh, well, just get rid of it. Yeah, just get rid of it, obviously. And there's no sort of, like this email I was saying, there's no feasible or like clear rules about how to get a package in here anymore. It's like, it's so annoying, man. And on top of that, I still have to pay the tariffs. It's like I still have to pay the tariffs on top of it. Yeah, like, bro, like, come on, man. Like, seriously, man. It's so dumb. so annoying, man. Why ending the de minimis rule could cost consumer? Oh, I wonder. You're telling me more taxes costs people more money? What? So it's literally going to be like, bro, like, just like, if you really gotta do it, just put it back down to 200, because like it was like that before, and like people, you know, hopefully someone remembers somewhere how to do it. But like, getting rid of it is just like cold turkey. It aims to protect the domestic industry. It's like all these fucking parts I'm about to buy, dude. It's just gonna be so annoying. So tired of it, dude. I'm literally, it hasn't even been a year. I'm already tired of it. Like, my god, if this is not a good motivator to just vote for anyone else besides this man. Jesus Christ. A quad? That doesn't even look real. It looks like it's Gran Turismo or something. Like Forza Horizon 3. S20 12年 Yeah, see, his sounds all rattly too. Even more than mine. Like, come on. Everyone needs a car in their life. That is way louder than the other ones. I don't know, half of me doesn't want this to be that loud, but the other part of me is like, well, it's probably not really gonna go on the
全国1億人のモコノリの
highway really anyways,
こ
you
こは
know?
ですね、この穴は絶対にこうボルトとかゴミとかを絶対に入らないようにするのが注意点です。
Yeah, where did your intercooler go? Yeah, so this it's very interesting. Like this is I think this is also a K6A. But just based on the valve cover, and obviously this is a turbo down here. But this like the intercooler's off to the side. This engine has had so many different configurations and stuff. It's very strange.
っていう音だけですね。気候っていうこう空気の音はしないですね。本当に単純なバで、それでだと思いますね。モコターボに
This is about to get deleted. But yeah, so see, you see what I'm saying? Is like this also looks completely different. Actually, does it? I already did this once, so I'm gonna do it again because I am crazy. Yeah, here, look at this. Like, why is this so different? It's like the same but different at the same time. It's like, it's so strange. I can't tell if the intercooler's bigger, or I think it is. Yeah, it's gotta be. Like this anecdotally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that also, I don't know. That looks wider, doesn't it? It's like, I don't know. But then how do they fit? Is it, I don't know. It's very strange. And like, look, this dipstick's over here and this dipstick's back here. These cars are all so similar but different in like very small ways. But I think that this should fit. And this is the only one that I have really been able to find that actually is like an actual intake that you can kind of bolt down, and it isn't just a little air filter guy. Because this just looks much nicer. If you just put a little thing on the end of this, it just kind of looks jank, you know. This one actually comes with like a bracket and stuff. You can kind of hold it in and all that good stuff. So I think that'll fit. It's very strange. Because this, I can't tell if this clamp is the same. I don't entirely get how this goes on either. I don't know if this diameter of the silver actual metal part of the piping is smaller than the plastic tubing. So you just kind of, you know, into the plastic tubing, or what? Because if that's the case, then it should be pretty similar, right? But also this has like a lip, this doesn't, I don't know. And this is really not much of a, I guess it would have to be like that, right? Like you'd have to slip this on the end of here, and then, because yeah, there's no other, actually, unless this is for this, like the actual tip of the filter, which I suppose it could be. But also that would be kind of weird that they show this and then also the filter attached, I feel like. So I'm not sure. It's also kind of expensive, but like, what are you gonna do, you know? These are all the same, aren't they? No, see, this is a different one. This is for a different model K6A. Yeah, because the bracketing is slightly different. I wish I could kind of see. Hold up. I guess this is a different model, so you can't really say for sure if it's like, if that's how it is. I don't know. But that kind of looks different, you know. Yeah, this is what I'm assuming it's like, is like this. Yeah, because this is this is sort of a step down thing on the end here. This is a larger diameter than this. Yeah, I also don't know where the MAF sensor is. I think that's it, but it's like so hard to tell. I don't know. It's gotta be the MAF sensor. But if it is, then that's actually very interesting because that means that, because you know, usually the MAF sensor on most cars is on the airbox. So, you know, it would be like, you know, on the stock airbox, it would be like here, or there's a tube going into here and it'd be there, or like right here. But I think the way that they have this set up, which is over here, I think that means that it shouldn't matter what you put on the end of this. It should run the exact same because it's metering the air here, not over here. So it doesn't matter if this increases flow or even reduced flow. The ECU is just gonna, okay, well, there's this amount of air, so let's inject this amount of fuel. Because the problem on a car like this, right? For example, not a good example. We gotta find an STI with like a normal looking intake. None of them are gonna have. Okay, this is kind of a good example, kind of. So see on this, you bolt your stock MAF sensor, which is right here, into the aftermarket pipe. But the problem with that is this is a completely different diameter pipe. So if you do not have a tune, the MAF sensor is sort of set up to like go, okay, well, the diameter of the pipe is this, so if we see this much flow, there's this much air going in. But when you start changing that, that's what gets how stuff gets messed up and the car gets confused. But since the MAF sensor is basically at the equivalence of being like here, like on the, you know, one of these intake runners, or I mean, I guess the actual is right here, just before it goes into the intake runners and into the cylinders, because obviously this gets pumped through here into the turbo, air gets compressed, it goes through the intercooler, and then out of the intercooler and into the intake manifold and into the car. So it's actually post compression and post whatever it's called, intercooler, which is actually interesting. I wonder if the IAT sensor is, because I'm pretty sure the IAT sensor is also the MAF sensor. I think, I don't actually know. So I wonder if the IAT sensor on this is yeah, I don't know. It can like read the post charge temps. Oops. Yes. Yeah, it's often built in. So it's why, because it's interesting. It's actually, you don't know the temperature of the air that's getting, like for my STI. Like, I don't actually ever know what temperature is getting into the engine because I can't see it after it gets through the intercooler. I don't actually know, like, I don't know, my intake temp could be 120 degrees Fahrenheit, but like I don't like, what is it gonna be after the intercooler, you know? Because that's what really matters. Because if it's 140 going in, but by the time it goes to the intercooler, it's only like 70 degrees, well, then who cares? You know, that's perfectly fine. But if it's like, you know, 140 degrees and then after the intercooler it's so heat soaked, it's only at like 110, well, that's not very good. There is a huge difference. You know, maybe one day I will get an aftermarket intercooler for the STI. Because the difference on a cooler day versus a hot day, even like a moderately hot day, like a warm day, I don't know, it feels like there's a big power difference. But honestly, the tune that is on there right now, I do not feel like is the best tune. Eventually I do want to get that retuned as well, because it's, I don't know, the guy could never get the idle fucking set. I don't know, I gotta buy a fucking smoke test machine. These pedals are cool. How do you attach these? I did find some other sites. Is that a fog light? There's no way it's that cheap, right? That's crazy. That's so cheap. 500 yen. I just don't know if it has the connector for it. You might have to wire that yourself. There's all sorts of cool little goofy parts. If only I could import things and buy things without spending like $1 bajillion. Angry headlight. Nissan in. Yep, I'm excited. And I was also looking at wheels, but these are, oh my god, dude, I hate looking at wheels. Looking at wheels, it's just like, man, I don't know if these are the correct size, if these are gonna fit, if they're gonna poke. Like, there's so many factors, man. Do you even ship these? I don't even think it's possible. Apparently you can. That would be insane though. It's like, it's so annoying. They're 4 by 100, 4-inch wide, plus 45 or 48 offset. The stock wheels, but those wheels aren't stock, so it's like, I don't know, you know? It's, yeah, I just don't know. Shout out this Wagonar on Facebook, or Cars and Bits. It has really allowed me to see things. I'm trying to see the offset, but it's kind of, yeah, see, these are, I'm pretty sure these are the stock wheels and they're already so flush. It's like, that's why I just feel like I can't move the offset, because if I move the offset, then it's gonna be, yeah. And if I move, like, I don't know, if I go to like a 4.5-inch wheel, I guess that doesn't necessarily mean, I don't know, dude. It's very annoying. Because a lot of these wheels, right, like these, I would just want something like this. like multi-spoke, kind of like this. Like these are 4.5, 14 plus 45. So the only real thing is it's an extra half inch. 155, 65, 14. Like these should be fine, right? As long as they're 4x100. Yeah, they do it so weird. It's like 100 4-hole is what that stands for. Very strange. I actually don't like these that much. They're like too angular, but you know, you get the idea. Like this, like these, and like these are so cheap. That's why. I just really don't like the look of those the wheels that are on the vehicle right now. Yeah, this is plus 43. That's just ever so. See, that scares me though. I don't like that. It scares me. These are really common. Like these are the same. It's so crazy. These are like the same wheels, just like copied and pasted like a million times. I guess there is a lot of, and this is the right size, right? Because I think it was what is, okay, let's see what's on this actually. 65, 55, R14. Wait. So these are 14s though. Mine has 13s. $165. But see, the thing is that you also have to consider is that like this isn't, even if these tires are hard to find, like you can put 100% on this wheel, 4.5 by 14 wheel, a 165. So that doesn't really matter all that much. Like the tires aren't so annoying. But there's not a lot of options. I can't tell. If I do one, wait. I think it's 165.55. 14. I think that's the yeah, this I'm pretty, yes. This is the real common the size that I guess is easier to get. I mean, yeah, you can get $200, $223 for 4 tires. I mean, what the fuck is a Z-Tex? I don't know, but they are in fact tires. That's what the 4WD's for. I just did it again. That's what the 4-wheel drive's for, right? What is Z-Tex, dude? That's the only thing that does suck. It's like you have to buy these fucking stupid brands. It's literally the only Z-Tex. Literally only Z-Tex. My monitor stopped creaking and cracking. Dubai be like? I guess what are you gonna do? You know? Maybe this wasn't the size. Wait, hold up. I literally have texts. 165.55 is hard tire to find back home. 155.65. Okay. 155.65. So that's slightly small. I mean, that's good anyways. It doesn't. I'm not too pressed about the difference between 155 versus 165. That's really not gonna be like a super noticeable difference. But 155 versus 165, actually having the tires a little higher fills this out a little bit more, and it is a little more comfortable. Yeah, here we go. See, these are way more common. You have way more options. Yeah, so that is what I want. But like, any of these should fit on these wheels. It doesn't matter if it's a 55, 65. Well, actually, that's what's on these. But it doesn't matter if it's a 65, 55, or a 65, 50. I don't know. It shouldn't matter. It should all fit fine. It all fit reasonably well. Although, honestly, it would be kind of cool to get a pair of snow tires, and then so I could just absolutely rip it in the winter. And then, you know, when summer comes around, yeah. Aida. Okay, so this definitely seems much better. Even though it's another just Chinese manufacturer, but yeah, these are like actually, like, people use these. Damn, you can even get the fucking. Oh, you can get Hakkapelitas? Holy shit, are you kidding me? Dude, the Hakkapelitas. Can you imagine me like in the UP, the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, in your K car on the Hakkapelitas? They would go crazy. Because honestly, we don't. Like, we get a lot of snow, but we don't get like that much snow, you know what I'm saying? Okay, you could even, if you like really wanted to, you could get some nice Bridgestones. I mean, to be fair, that's with shipping. That's like, it's expensive, but it's not like that bad. Yeah, for any of the brand name. Basically, if it's anything that isn't Chinese, it's expensive. What are you gonna do? Yeah, because if you go and search the size into here, you just can't. The only thing that comes up is eBay. Actually, hold up. Hold up. Microwaves. Jesus Christ. No way, please, 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 please. Can you imagine? No shot. No shot. Hold up. I kind of don't believe this. Hold up. Can I click on these? What size? Wait, what did I say? 55, 65? Please. Holy shit, dude. Canada comes in clutch. I'll just go to Canada. I'll just go to Canada. It's as simple as that. Although, at the border crossing, it's gonna have to suck when I have to like slide over a seat to fucking give the border guard my fucking ID, whatever. Oh, dude, that's so clutch. These are cheap, dude, as well. 415 Canadian. Oh my god, that's oh Canada. Oh Canada. I don't know how it goes. I don't even know where it was. Dude, I'm a genius. They have only $5 for recycle. And mail-in rebate, which obviously I can't do, but you know. Dude, that is crazy. I wouldn't want these. I don't want all weathers. Winter Pro. How is this Winter Pro? Bro, I do not trust these tires. I probably get like the 190. Damn. Am I really big balling like that? I think these are still kind of like all weather tires though. Maybe they're not. I think that it stands for all season. Okay, this is not loading properly. Could you load? No? Okay. They have a lot. I mean, yeah, I guess this makes sense. This is Canada. 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 Yeah, the cum hose. Nope. Out of stock. Okay, GT Radial. But this is also winter. I don't want winter. Maybe they only stock these winter tires. Wait, did I click on... Okay, well this is looking semi-promising. How can you get X Ices for $70 a tire? Canadian, by the way. How is that even possible? It's like one of the best winter tires on the market. How is it only $70? Can this site load properly? Dude, obviously not. Is it this? Is this what you don't like? It's probably just... Oh, I was going to say Firefox, but I'm not on Firefox for once. I don't know where else I can buy, like... I don't know. Maps. I don't even know what's around here. Hold up. Let's go to this. 4 tires CA. Oh, the fact that it even goes this small. They got it set up, dude. Oh, they don't have 65. Oh, they only have R15. So, and on this particular one, they only have one winter tire, and it's only in 165, 55, 14. Or 165, 65, 14. What about Tirecraft Windsor? Windsor. I don't know why I'm like, hey, bro, they're not gonna have my... No, can you let me search by tires, okay? I don't... Oh my god, they spell tire T-I-R-E-S. Tires. Tire. I'd probably... Oh, I can't call. Damn it. Now that might be a problem. Okay, well this site won't let me search by size, so fuck you, I guess. Why do all these businesses have such good reviews in Canada? No website? That's crazy. There doesn't seem to be too many chains. Like basically it just seems like it's Canadian Tire. Which obviously here, hold up. Windsor tires. Okay, let's try it on Firefox. See, this it'll let you shop by tire size. 55. What do we say? 65? Yeah, 14. Okay, so now it's only showing 2 options. And they're both out of stock. Okay. So maybe let's not get our hopes up here. What if I go 65, 55, 14? Out of stock. What if I go 65, 14? Out of stock. What if I go 65, 14? That may be the crack the code. 165. I don't know if that's too big. It shouldn't really be. The same sidewall, ever so slightly larger. I want to see if there's like an image of these online that I can see. I don't know, those are kind of looking kind of thick, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. Maybe not. Maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. Something to keep in mind. So I can get 65. 165. 65, 14. Swear to God, I hate Reddit posts with new shoes. New shoes. Shut up. Stop speaking. Oh, good. Yeah, the 14s are like perfect for K cars. They're not too big, they're not too small. I think they look a little weird on K trucks. It doesn't look bad, especially if it's flush. Dude, now that I know what I know, like, there is no excuse for you to have, like, tires poking, like, 3 inches out from the side of your K truck. There's no reason, okay? 0 reason. I hate that look. I hate it more than anything, man. You see it all the time. Like this. Like, it looks so bad, man. It looks so bad. Please, like, look at this. Look how nice that looks. Don't do it. Like, if it's a little, if they're like big off-road tires, fine. But what always ends up happening is these people get like 15s and then they put adapters on it. Like this. Like, it's, I don't like it, dude. I don't like it. That's not that bad, but there are way worse cases. I have to talk about this. We'll talk about that in a second. Usually it's on like kind of clapped K cars. Like, okay, the vans do it a lot. Like, why? Please don't do it. Do you really need your center of gravity to be even higher? Do you really need more rotational mass than you already have for your 40 horsepower vehicle? How much did this sell for? That's what I thought. Like, dog, there's no way it sells for any more. What are they? Yeah, like 75, 65, 14. Dude, you know that's not, like, come on. There's no excuse. You can just go on eBay, and probably for cheaper than you got these Hancooks. You can just buy. It's so dumb. Anyways, this thing, I mentioned this to my importer. He was doing Instagram Live. And I was like, I don't know, they were talking about overpriced cake cars. And I was like, I literally just saw an Acti with no AC sell for $9,000 on Cars and Bids. And he was like, $9,000 Acti with no AC? There's no way, bro. You're capping. There's something like right now. Something like right now. I was like, okay, I'm about to send the link right now. It was so, dude, when I saw this, I was like, bro, some people got way more money than brains. And the fact that I go down here and Arroyo Auto Sales, congratulations, seller. That's a very good price for the seller. This is a horrible deal. Dude, $9,000. Hold up. $9,000 to yen is, dude, that's so much yen. What happened to the yen? Wait, hold up. Wait. Holy shit. Again? Bro. How is it possible that it keeps just getting lower? How is that even possible? I feel so bad, man. It's like before. That's not okay. Hold up. I know there's a huge tangent of our tangent, but no. Let me finish talking about the Acti. So yeah, like, dude, for this amount of yen. Okay, let me put this into perspective. This amount of yen, 1.3, like almost 1.4 million yen. This is like the equivalent buying power, air quotes, kind of like nearly $14,000, like $13,000. If you are making your money in yen and you go to use that yen for goods and services, like an Acti, the buying power in Japan is like $13,000, kind of. You know, it depends on the good, it depends on the service, but normally that's why conversion rates kind of lie, and this is why sort of people who are traveling to Japan right now seem so rich compared to Japanese people who are making their money in yen. So like, you know, a sandwich might cost 500 yen, but that doesn't really mean it's, you know, whatever, $2.7 for them, right? Because it's $2.7 for us. But if you only make at, you know, your part-time job like 1,000 yen, 1,200 yen, maybe 1,500 yen an hour, then that 500 yen for a sandwich is a larger percentage of, you know, your income compared to someone here. People in the US make a lot more compared to Japan. So what I'm getting at is that for 1.3 million yen, you could get the nicest acti in the world. Pristine. Like, dude, this is almost what a new acti costs. Like, damn near, bro. Like, honestly. Hold up. I literally think it does. I might have to leave a comment. What does a new Honda Acti truck cost in Japanese yen? Japanese yes. Yep, Japanese yes. I couldn't find. Okay, well, what about other K trucks that are being sold new in 2025? Okay, just give me something, bro. Ha! Bro. Dude. Oh my god. Daihatsu Hijet. 1 million to 1.5 million yen. For a brand. Bro. I can't believe that someone paid $9,000 for this. I can't believe, like, it's a nice Acti, man. It's 4-wheel drive, but like it's not. It's a 25-year-old K truck. Like, yeah, the bed isn't rusty. It was probably repainted, but it's still got like little dents and like scratches and, you know, and stuff like that. It's the K truck. Oh, bro, that's not. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. I have to comment on this. I can't. You know, I was gonna say something like world's most expensive, you know, something snarky, but I'm like, yeah, let's not. I'm not, you know. But dude, now that I literally know that this guy paid more money than a brand new 2025 K truck, I have to say something. What should I say? This is more. Hold on. You could buy a brand new K truck in Japan for less money than this. A brand new 2025 model. Obviously not import legal, but wow. Should I say congrats on the seller? Yeah. Congrats, bro. A day that you can sell a K truck with no AC, by the way, for $9,000 is a good day. I'm sorry. I just can't let it go. I cannot let it go. It's too insane. It's too fucking crazy. And it's been a couple days, so I don't. The only one's gonna see that is like the seller. This stupid seller. Congratulations on the win. We'll be in touch shortly. I'm so glad this actie is finding a good home. No, you're fucking not. You care less, bro. You just sold an actie for fucking. What the fuck? Bro, what? Like, okay, at least this was blue. This is a 550cc. I know it's a 550cc. It's a 5. Yeah. Oh my god. Why are people paying 10K for acties? Like, it's cool, bro, but it's not that cool. I mean, at least this one's like actually pristine, though. The other one wasn't. It's got the seats. It's actually a 5-speed. That's kind of rare for these older trucks. It's Ford. It would keep doing that. 4-wheel drive. It's got the seats. It's got the Nardi. It's blue. Like, okay. At least there's that. But this is still, man. Like, this is a 550cc. No AC, because I don't think the 550. So the problem, it's not even perfect. It's not even. So the problem with the 550cc trucks, there are two problems. Number one, this was in like the 80s and early 90s, and that was peak Japan bubble time. So people were kind of balling back then. People had actually had money. That sort of perception literally still lasts today. Every single person 50-year-old and up who doesn't know anything about anything, and I start mentioning Japan or talking about Japan, they go, oh, they're really rich over there. They had so much money over there, because their brains are so fucking calibrated from like the 1980s. So no one was buying cheap K trucks because it's like, I don't need a cheap K truck. I have the money to buy a nicer one. And number two, these engines were so weak they couldn't be equipped with AC. So in the early to mid 90s, when they upped the displacement from 550 to 660, that was just enough to start strapping AC compressors to these little cars. And that changed. And also, by that point, the bubble was starting to deflate. But, anyways. It's a 2-cylinder? Oh my god, it's not even a 3-cylinder. Bro, someone paid $10,200 for this. Holy shit, I didn't even know that. That is insane. What does it even sound like? It's so loud. Dude. Just buy an Acti that is has a straight body and a decent interior with low kilometers. They exist everywhere. Everywhere. 28 horsepower. 28 horsepower. I can't believe this is a 5-speed. It's 4-wheel drive. Dude. Oh my god. I cannot stress to you. Okay? That there are literally millions of K trucks. Millions. In Japan that are import legal, that you can get for 6, maybe $7,000, okay, at your door, right? And they are the body is perfectly straight, low kilometers, good shape, good interior, even serviced, And you could get that, with a few scratches, because they all probably have a few scratches. You could get that for like 6,500, maybe, like I said, maybe $7,000 at your door in your driveway. All taxes, fees included. And then you could go get it painted yourself and still be under this price. And it would be way nicer. Way nicer. You would actually want to drive it because, listen, the difference between 28 horsepower and like 45 is huge. And an extra cylinder, it is huge. It's such a big difference. Like the 45 horsepower, Actis, like the more modern ones, like 1999, 2000, even a fuel injected one, they are already dog slow. They are like, I don't even know how slow they are. They're that slow. It's like almost incomprehensible. Like you've never driven anything this slow before. So the fact that you have one less cylinder and like 10, 15 less horsepower, it's impossibly slow. Like you can't even, like, at that point you're not even keeping up with like the 45 mile an hour traffic. Like you're bro. Damn, this guy's made bank. Seriously, this guy probably bid on this car for like, he probably got it for like $6,000. Like $6-7 grand. If that, man. It's like, there's people who are importing these, they don't want them. That's the thing, man. It's like, importers don't pay attention to these ones because they're so slow. They're so slow and they're very compromised. Because of the no AC, because of the 2-cylinder. And just because of the age of the car. Like 1988. I mean, 2025 minus 1988. That, 37 years. 37 years. 40. It's almost a 40-year-old truck. So exporters ignore them, man, because it's like, the customer base, like, people know that those are not really what you want. Ugh. Dude, and this thing in 4-wheel drive mode, I can only imagine. I can only imagine. On top of the 2-cylinder 545cc 28 horsepower engine. I can only imagine when you fucking flip that 4-wheel drive switch, how even slower it's going to get. Oh, I need a drink. I'll be back.